Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Grief Productions. I guess you guys asked for it, so I thought I would do this one pretty soon after the last EXO video. So here we are with the acoustic sessions. From what I have been told, this one includes all of the members of the band, which I don't believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they're. Were people saying that there's 9 members? Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure we haven't seen anything that have had all 9 for a multitude of different reasons that people have explained in the comments below on those videos. So I'm really excited to see how this one goes. A lot of people have been talking very passionately about this, so I'm really excited. But before we do begin, please do leave a like on the video. It really does help. And if you like what we do on the channel, there's more ways you can help at the end. So without any further ado, because this is a little bit of a lengthy one, and I will be stopping it, of course, let's have a listen to EXO's acoustic session plus Lady Luck. I have pressed play on the wrong thing. There we go.
She's my baby.
Ooh. Ah, no captions. That's a shame.
새하얀 그 손끝에
Wow.
녹아버린 초콜릿. You're walking into my door.
Wow. Okay. Straight off the bat, can we go back? I need to listen to that again. Let's go back even a little bit further.
녹아버린 초콜릿. You're walking into my door.
Wow. The way he hits that note, my door. The way he gets into that spot of the voice, because he goes into a very specific mixed voice there, it is very nice. It is very skillful the way that he's done that. He is very clearly able to throw emotion onto that line as well, which is really cool. And straight away, I'm engaged because it draws my attention. It's believable straight off the bat. Awesome. Awesome start. Sorry, let's go back here. I just want to point out, I feel for this guy. Look at the amount of sweat. That is from the amount of lights, and they probably were dancing before this, and I know this feeling. It is not a comfortable feeling, especially wearing a white button-up shirt like that, because you know what happens with white shirts when they get wet from too much sweat? They become see-through. It's not a good time. So, I mean, to combat that, he's probably wearing like a white singlet or a white shirt underneath. Is the way that I used to get around this sort of thing. But also you can see here, like that's probably some sweat that's dripped off him here. I cannot express how hot those lights get. It is insane. You may be a person that's like, oh, it's okay, I don't sweat. Yes, you will. You will absolutely sweat under those lights. They are like built for that. It's insane. It's like a free sauna. Also, sorry, I did digress there a little bit. His voice is so tender. Like, as an active choice, he's making his voice a little bit more airy. It flows beautifully. I wish there was captions so I knew what he was saying, but it's beautiful. That the tone is just wonderful. Great run.
울지 마요 don't cry 눈물이 많던 그대라서 안 돼요 It's my turn to cry 내가 할게요 그대의 눈물 모아 It's my turn to cry 내게 맡겨요 그 눈물까지 this time 그 눈물까지 this time 그 눈물까지 this time
So I just want to pause there for a minute because something that I want to point out is that, so as a vocal teacher, right, the thing that I focus on a lot is like, yes, of course, like we focus on technique, but a large part of the performance side of things is making sure that the song is believable and making sure that that emotion goes from one, like from the artist to the people listening. And it's a super important thing. And to be honest, I've got goosebumps, and not because it's freezing and it's very cold here today, but I don't get them from the cold, which is interesting. This is wonderful, and I'm already very, very engaged in what's happening because what we have are these beautiful vocals, and even though I don't know what a lot of what they're saying is, I'm still connecting with it, and that's a very, very unique. There's a better word than unique, but I'm going to go with unique. It's a very unique thing to be able to be singing in a language that somebody doesn't understand and still have that connection with them. It's truly wonderful. Oh, look at that crowd.
깊어진 하루 틈 사이 너는 조용히 다가와 어둠을 걷어내고 나의 잠을 깨워 그리고 멀어져 열린 창문차 너머로 또 길을
There's an interesting placement there. Sorry, my reaction there sounded like I didn't like it. I do. I love it.
어둠을 걷어
So what we've heard so far, right, is a lot of these guys have had voices that have been kind of placed more front in their mouths, whereas this gentleman here, it's so much further back, and that resonance really speaks for itself. Have a listen to this. That's beautiful. I could go on for hours about like different placement in the mouth of where the sound is resonating. I might do that at some point. I might do a demonstration of what the different kind of sounds are that can come out. And I love that resonant, that like, because the thing is too, the way that I'm explaining it sounds like, oh, it should always be back because it always sounds better. Different people will have a different reaction. Different people will sound better in different parts of the kind of resonant palette. And that, the way that he sounds when it is back there is just, that makes you melt. That makes you melt. For instance, his voice is very in the kind of middle kind of. I don't know the song, but like it's in that that kind of mid thing. I need to do a video on that at some I do want to hear this again. That swap between between chest voice and falsetto there was such a seamless transition for that gentleman that it's beautiful. Like it when it is hard for me to identify exactly when that flip was, you know that it was a seamless transition and it's a masterful use of that flip. He knows how to use that voice.
그 시선 끝엔 닿을 수가 없는 안길 수도 없는 곳 수면 위에 비친 건 그 사람이 아니야 이뤄질 수 없는 슬픈 너의 스토리 가까워질수록 더 아파질 테니 그 사랑만은 stop 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 yeah 그 사랑만은 stop 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 yeah 이렇게 내가 너를 타게 불러 다가가지 마 baby 그 날개가 젖은 네
That sorry, I need to make a point about that.
baby 그 날개가 젖은 네
Na 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 na. That it's not really a slide. It's an interesting technique that's almost fitting into like a yodel type sound. It was so subtle, but the way he does that is so emotive. And I'm noticing that about what these guys do a lot of the time is that and for some reason in their Killing Voice video, I didn't connect with it as much emotionally to what I am with this, especially. And it helps that it is an acoustic version. But even I didn't connect with that first one as much as I did the second. But I am noticing that there's so much subtlety in their voice, and I understand why. Is it King of Vocal, the Vocal Kings, that these guys get the title of? And honestly, I understand why, because each and every one of them has such a proficient understanding of the voice, not just their own voice, but the voice as a whole. And you can see that in the little techniques that they're adding and the little choices, the little intricacies that they choose. And it's really, really wonderful. Actually, and sorry, I don't mean to pause again, but the harmony work, again, I'd love to have a chat at some stage to whoever helps arrange their music, because in the comments of the other videos, I know that people have said that they have a little bit to do with their arrangements, but in this sort of situation with these sort of K-pop companies, I don't want to call it K-pop in case people get offended by that, but you know what I'm saying when I reference it. That they kind of get their own people in to do it, and then like the artists don't get a huge say from what I'm learning. Correct me if that's wrong, please, because I'm still, when it comes to the like Korean music, I'm still learning, like 100%. I'm still learning. I want to commend whoever arranged their harmony work there, because it was incredibly subtle, and it didn't just go with the melody line, whereas like you have, so it's very much like the easiest example I can use, because my brain isn't completely working at the moment, is the song Bohemian Rhapsody, in which you've got the mama, ooh, didn't mean to make you cry, if I'm not back again this time tomorrow. But over the top of that, you've got all the harmonies doing all of the different oohs and ahs around it that don't match exactly right with the melody line. It's kind of the how do I say, the harmonic structure of it is not your standard thing, and it sounds brilliant. Whoever's done it, whoever's arranged it, very well done. Kudos. Fantastic. God, that crowd is cool.
같던 찰나 나를 한순간 뚫고 가 그 세계로 불러주면 나에게로 다가와 놀라워 상상처럼 가득 차 너를 마주한 순간 oh my
there's something to be said here, and I'm going to go back to when they all add like a vocal improvisation, whether it be like a yeah or something, right? But it doesn't feel crowded, cluttered, and like it's too much. I love that they have the ability to do that. Like yeah. Like there was a couple of different things going on there, but it didn't feel like too much. They certain members know when that moment is to really kind of throw that in there, and the rest know when to pull it back. They're very clever. They're very clever with how they handle their stuff, and that's very, very And again, that harmony. The harmony there is, and I just heard that they were doing more harmony again, and I'll go back a little bit and we'll play right through. Is again that not the standard harmony. It is really, really well thought out. Have a listen again. I'm pretty sure there was at least 3 parts of harmony there, and it was brilliant. There may have been a 4th. I couldn't quite hear.
시간아 조금만 더 달려줄래 어둠이 내리게 해줘 그녀를 데려와 수많은 별 그중에 너는 only one 난 고개 들어 바라볼 수밖에 한없이 닿을 수 없나 따라가 봐도 잡을 수 없나 손을 뻗어도 왜 이리 멀까 기나긴 밤을 깊은 한숨만 반짝이는 그 순간 넌 황홀하게 내게 와 쏟아지는 유성우성 너 역시도 나를 원했단 걸이 어둠을 지나서 너를 태워서 넌 눈부신 빛을 던져버려 가까워지는 널 기다려 Say baby baby 넌 내 행운의 여신 Lady lady look look
Wow. So not only there were they properly dancing, like those two, that was incredible. Again, that harmony structure was not your norm, but it reminded me of a Michael Jackson song, but I can't remember what it was. There was a specific melodic and harmonic line there that I'm sure paid homage to it. To Michael Jackson song, but what was it?
Say baby baby 넌 내 행운의 여신 Lady lady look look look
Oh, this is gonna hurt me now because it's here. It's in the back of my mind. What is it?
Say baby baby 넌 내 행운의 여신 Lady lady look look look
Was it Man in the Mirror? Ah, there's something there. It might not be Man in the Mirror. I can't think of what it was. There was a specific line and a harmony that matched a line and a harmony in a Michael Jackson song, and it was really, really artistically put in there and it felt like an homage. But I can't rightfully work out. I can't. I can't remember what it was.
A lady lie, yeah.
Did my guy trip? Did he trip on the stage?
Yeah.
Or was that just how he walked? He did. He lost his balance. He lost his balance on his foot. Watch the way his right foot hits the ground. Yeah. I've seen that before. Dude rolled his ankle a little bit. I've done that. I've done that on stage. And it is a... it is a poo pants moment where it's like you start to feel it. You feel that twinge go and it's like, am I falling? No. Okay. Cool. What's the lyric of this first line? All right, no worries. Let's pretend it didn't happen. All of those things going through your head at once. Dude, I get it.
내가 바라는 건 단 하나 only you. 너라는 그 자체로 만족해. 더 많이 꿈처럼 펼친 오로라 커튼 그 사이 숨어 빛나는 fortune 깊어진 눈빛 내게만 들린 너의 목소리. 이렇게 나
Wow.
눈부신 넌 속삭이던 내게 와. 흩날리는 그 속눈썹 가장 사이 내게로 와. 내 생일에 단 한 번 내게 빠졌던 셀 수 없는 밤을 거슬러 가 쏟아져
Brilliant.
세상이 잠든 그 순간
Ooh, that was a good belt. Oh, no, thank you. Sorry. I say no, thank you. Those rises, right, for a performance, they look incredible. I think of them as terms of being a performer. The last thing I would want is an unstable thing underneath me for the sake of I would just be freaking out. It's totally like I've been on stages that have used that sort of stuff before, and the novelty wears out real quick. I promise you, the novelty wears out real quick. Where it's like, oh, this is really cool. This is going to rise and we're going to come out of the thing. But then as you walk over those things on the stage again, they don't feel stable. I promise you. This may have been better built than the ones that I've used in the past, but they oh god, it's always a concern when you step onto it because you feel it vibrate and you feel it shake. Like, I'm not sure if you guys have ever actually, how do I describe this? Have you ever stood on a lounge, like a couch? Have you ever like stood on the seat part of the couch? How it's like it kind of moves. These sort of stages don't obviously have that depression where you're going into the cushion because there's no cushion on them, but it has that same give left and right. Like it's just that unstable feeling, and it always freaks me out. It's something that I've never gotten over, and I never will. I don't think. Will I use them? Yeah, hell yeah. Will you see the panic on my face? Probably not, but inside, always.
baby, baby. 너를 압도하면 내일 lady, say it.
Their vocal is so good. I see why people think that, like, I see why people class them the king of the vocal kings, like, because honestly, their voice work is very, very good, not only as a group, but each one of them individually as well, just like top tier, top tier.
서로 바라보는 시선 서로 바라보는 시선 하나 남아버린 시선 많이 행복해 보여 슬프도록 아름다운 널 보면 그가 싫지는 않아 너를 천사처럼 웃게 하니까 꺼내기 전에 이제 비밀처럼 되어버린 말 그래서 난 내다는 걸 서로 마주보는 시선들 하나남은
Wow.
시선 길 잃은 시선 굳게 닫혀버린 시선들 늦어버린 시선 너를 놓친 시선 괜히 자꾸만 미안해져 이런 마음을 갖고 너를 보고 있는 걸 서로 마주보는 시선들.
Okay, there's a lot going on here, and I'm gonna go back here to re-listen to a lot of this part again, but have a listen. There's so many vocal harmonies going on, and as they progress further, there are more layers being added as well. So it might be a 2-part harmony that ends up being a 3-part harmony, and then adds some more as well. But then there's like a call and response that also has its own separate harmony. This is why I've said the stuff that they do is incredibly well put together. Whoever is doing the composition and the arrangement of this, honestly, props to them, because it is really well done. But not only that, the vocalists themselves are doing a phenomenal job, because this stuff is not easy. It's not easy to do. It's really difficult. It's really difficult to maintain this sort of level of harmony. The good thing is, like, obviously with their in-ears, they can say to, like, in sound checks and stuff, they can say, hey, hey, sound guy, I need to hear only this person and this person and this person, because my harmony is based off what they're doing. So they also work as, like, noise cancelling as well for anything else that's going on around them. But then, but you can, like, they're probably doing that. And I think that's a super important thing to kind of point out, is that there's so many things going on here that to the naked eye you don't think about. So this gentleman here's probably only got 3 of his bandmates in his ear at the same time with music as well, because it's like, well, I'm working my harmony off these people, so I don't need to hear the rest, and it would just be confusing at that point. So is that what they're doing? I don't know. That's speculation. But these are all things that you can do to make the job easier. It makes the sound person's job a little bit harder, where it may be a case of, you know, swapping what's going into each person's ears between each song. But this is what we do these sorts of things for. This is what the sound guys are trained to do. This is what the vocalists are trained to do. And the arrangement is stunning. And doing an arrangement like this live is incredibly, incredibly difficult. But yeah, I'll go back a little bit here. I'll go back a little bit more. And but have a listen to what I mean about that harmony work, where it swells, it adds more layers, it does a whole heap of stuff. It's wonderful.
거친 시선 괜히 자꾸만 미안해져 이런 마음을 갖고 너를 보고 있는 건 서로 마주보는 시선 둘 하나 남은 시선
Brilliant.
길을 잃은 하나의 시선 그냥 착각을 했어 내 안에서만 자라왔던 꿈 저 시간이 바람처럼 넌 내 곁에 데려올 거다 oh, yeah 도화지에 하얀 글씨로 가득했던 말 oh, yeah 내가 너무 아껴뒀나 봐 서로 마주보는 시선 둘 하나 남은 시선 길을 잃은 시선 그게 다쳐버린 시선 둘 늦어버린 시선 너를 놓친 시선 괜히 자꾸만 미안해져 이런 마음을 갖고 너를 보고 있는 건
Wow, that harmony
서로
there.
마주보는 시선 둘 하나 남은 시선 길을 잃은 하나의 시선 이제 내 서랍 속에 영원히 너를 간직해야 하겠지만 가끔 꺼내봐도 되겠니 날 그리는 너의 맘이 작은 별이 되어도 나는 멀리서 너만 내 마음속으로 너만 너를 따스하게 비춰줄게
It's like such good control from all of them.
속에서 너를 보고 있는 그의 시선 너를 보는 그 두 눈 속에서 너를 보고 있는 그의 시선 그게 나였다면 그 두 눈 속에서 너를 보고 있는 그의 시선 그게 나였다면 그 두 눈 속에서 너를 보고 있는 그의 시선
Fantastic. Oh, it kind of cuts off a bit abruptly there, but you know, whatever. Okay, look, I'm gonna be real. I have said this. I know I've said this in terms of like the BTS guys as well, and I do know that people don't like when I kind of compare the two, and I'm not really comparing the two, in what I'm about to say here, but I'm just saying I have said this about the BTS thing as well, is that God, I wish that this is what 90s boy bands were. Honestly. Because when you think about the 90s boy bands, right? Boy bands were a huge, huge thing in the 90s. And what you had were pretty much a group of guys that might have had one or maybe two very good singers, and the rest were just kind of there. And in this particular case, what you've got are 9 guys that are... Hang on, let me just double check that 9. I just need to double check because I don't want to say the wrong thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so what you've got here, you've got 9 guys that are all more than talented enough to hold their own in a show. Each of the members get their own limelight, they get their own spotlight. The harmony work is incredibly well done. It is beautiful. They can dance. They can sing. The songs mean something. They connect with their audience. And in my opinion, most importantly, what you see here with these guys is this isn't about like fame or money. This is about the music. They care about the music that they're doing. And that's incredibly important to me as a consumer, where it's like, well, If you're just there for the one thing, if you're just there for the fame, don't do it. Like, if you're there for the money, don't do it. Just do it for the music, and then if things happen from there, then they happen from there, if you know what I'm saying. Truthfully, this was beautiful. I loved this. I'm very glad that people recommended to have a look at this, because you were so right. There were so many comments that were stating that that it's a really, really good one because of the intimate nature of an acoustic performance. You can really hear what they're saying. You can really hear what they are doing each, like, as individuals. Well, sorry, not only as individuals, but as a group, as a whole as well. And that is incredibly important. And the wonderful thing is, it's so good to hear a group of 9 guys. There's not a single weak link among them. Seriously. Like, I wouldn't even say that there's one voice that is slightly weaker than the rest. From what I'm hearing here. I mean, in reality, one of them might be, but I can't see it. I think it's wonderful. I think it's fantastic, and I love hearing this. I think this is absolutely fantastic. So, but yeah, that's it for me for this one. So thank you so much for watching. Like a favorite if you enjoyed, subscribe, do all that sort of thing. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw here today, feel free to go over to Patreon and support us for as little as $3 Australian per month. By doing so, you'll join the list of wonderful people here. Also, if you're into gaming, I have recently rebooted my gaming channel, so feel free to go over there and have a look. Link to both the Patreon and the gaming channel in the description below.